Ladies and gentlemen, we're live.
This kind of food we don't consume with our mouth, but with our eyes, ear, nose, body, and mind. When we read an article in a magazine, we consume. When we watch television, we consume. When we listen to music, we consume.
Yep.
When we are having a conversation, we consume. And what we are consuming should be sane, healthy. Because many of the items we consume, including conversation, are toxic.
Wow.
When you talk with someone and what they tell you may be full of despair, anger, hate. And while listening, you are consuming these toxics. And children, while watching television, playing electronic game, can consume a lot of violence and anger and fear.
Wow. We consume anger and violence and fear through what we see, hear, and engage in. Wow. The wisdom of Thich Nhat Hanh. There's it looks like a delay. We got about a 40-second delay from the time I speak to the time you hear it. So I'm going to be mindful of that because we're talking about this guy. We're talking a little bit about this guy. Good morning, everybody. My name is Marcus Conti, and welcome to your life. It's Thursday, September 15th. The year is 2022. We're all still here. And speed read the news a little bit. Maybe we can move towards some sort of clarity of what's going on, whatever that means. Big stories. Hunter Biden, the son of the president, sitting president, claims that there's a love child. He has a love child. He doesn't dispute that the child is his love child, but he is now saying that he needs his child support payment reduced because he doesn't have the means to satisfy how much the woman is asking, or even the bare minimum for a love child. So Hunter Biden, guy who was making $600,000 for a seat on a Ukraine gas and energy board and knew nothing about any of it, was passing on to his father upwards of half of the money he took, now claims that he can't pay child support. So we'll look at that story. Fascinating. Fascinating politics. NYPD, breaking story with the NYPD, a veteran cop who, during the pandemic, said, I can't get a vaccine because of my religion, has won his case. A judge in New York has decided that NYPD never considered his argument. They just said, oh, it's not sufficient. And they were ready to terminate him. And he got to stay on that. So precedents in New York City for, if you were fired in New York City for failure to get a vaccine on the grounds that it violated your constitutional right, free religion, freedom of religion, protected by the Constitution. And it's against my religion to get a vaccine. And a cop in New York has won that case. So there's now precedence in the state of New York for people that got fired for religious discrimination, for not failing to get a vaccine based on their religion or lack thereof. So people can now lean on that. I think that's unprecedented. Definitely going to echo throughout. What else we got? Yeah, the Queen is still dead. Ron DeSantis, what a story. Oh my God, I almost forgot to talk about it. Ron DeSantis down there in Florida, right? Governor of Florida. What's happening is at the border, the infamous South American border, Mexico, where immigrants are piling over the border to desperately get to America and start a better life. They're coming from all over the place. Venezuela, Mexico. Not so much Mexico, but it looks like the latest wave is from Venezuela. Venezuelan people want a slice of the American pie. So Ron DeSantis, they're getting in Texas and in Arizona, they're getting bombed with immigrants, and they're sending them all around to different states in planes and buses, and we're spending lots of money to redistribute the illegal aliens that are flooding into the country illegally, and giving them sanctuary, right? So Ron DeSantis says, go ahead, send them here. And he sent them to Martha's Vineyard. Right? So a plane lands in Florida on the tarmac. And the immigrants, the would-be immigrants from Venezuela, he puts them back on the plane. They don't even get out of the airport. He sends them to Martha's Vineyard up there in Massachusetts, where all the very, very super elite wealthy people live. Plane goes down in Martha's Vineyard. They get off the tarmac, and that's it, right? You want immigration? Great. So Ron DeSantis fighting back, saying, why are you sending them to a state like Florida, who already has an immigration problem from Cuba and wherever else the fuck they come from, right? Haiti. And he's taking those refugees that are being sent to him and sending them where there are none. Places like Martha's Vineyard, where Barack Obama owns a $58 million home. Brilliant. Ron DeSantis fighting back. It's like, well, if you want progressive policies and you want to take care of our immigrants before you take care of our people, good. We'll send them to fucking Martha's Vineyard. So spectacular stuff. Other stuff going on too. But again, I guess Joe Biden, the darling son. See, if we had a royal family, right? You think Harry and Meghan Markle are bad? They're like saints compared to the son of our fucking, king. Hunter Biden, crack smoking, horror banging, fucking money grabbing. Guy's a fucking wild animal. With evidence, we know it. We saw the contents of his laptop. Also, Facebook spying on you. Facebook, if you're of the conservative, right-wing type, it's very likely that the FBI was monitoring your private emails via Facebook. A court document reveals. So be careful what you say. Be not even careful, but be careful that you're categorized as something that you are not, based on the current politics of the moment. You got people at the top that want to vilify you to win an election. They want to call you an insurgent, a fucking terrorist for speaking up about voter rights in 2020. They don't want to hear it. So vilify them and don't look at my son. Don't look at my son. This is Russian propaganda. He's not a whore and a crackhead. So I have a website. My name is Marcus Conti, and I'm an independent news and opinion guy. Comedy. This is comedy, by the way, right? Satire. That's what I'm doing. I'm not a reporter or an investigator. Ugh. I'm a guy who cracks jokes. Right? Whether you think I'm funny or not, that's what I'm trying to do. I want to be a comedian, right? That's really my goal in life is, and what could be funnier than the hypocrisy amongst our politicians? It's the best fucking, material on earth for a comedian. So that's where I go. Anyway, so this is my website. YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey. That's a new one. Putting some stuff up there, videos up there. BitChute, being a little temperamental. BitChute, and we're live every day at 9 a.m. somewhere. Right now we're on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube, for having us. If that fails, we move over to DLive, where we continue our fabulous program on a daily basis. wherever, if never say, "Hey Conti, where you been? Hey Conti, welcome back." Whatever. I have been here, and I'm not back anywhere really. YouTube is opening up the gate to see it. That's the only difference, right? Anyway, so I have a website, and I don't want to fight with any policymakers or any content providers or any of that stuff. I want to be able to speak openly about what's happening in my world, in my immediate world. And when I do that, it seems other people gather around it because why? Because there's truth in it. They see the truth in what I'm saying. So that's all I ever wanted. That's all I ever wanted. That's all I ever wanted as a young white child growing up in Staten Island. I wanted to be someone who had a microphone, and when he spoke into his microphone, the truth came out, whether he had a guitar or not. At the time, I wanted it to be with a guitar, but right now it's with nothing. I am flying solo without my guitar. I have a piano. So anyway, every day I put the videos up on a daily basis. These are the uncut, unedited, unbuffered, unfucked with versions of the program. Right now we're recording. There's a recording rolling right now on this whole show, and that's what I post to the other platforms. If you're watching live on YouTube and it buffers and jams, then there's a reason for that. But you don't have to tolerate it. You could go watch the rerun, and you won't have that problem. You'll even see me sweat in between the buffering, and the trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong. Buffy. I think we may have been the channel that coined the term Buffy. Right? Buffy is the not so fictional character that invades the stream. Right? We believe it's AI or IA or IO, artificial AI, artificial intelligence that monitors, and then when it sees something it doesn't like, it jams on the brakes. Right? It limits the bandwidth so that the thing jams. Now, is it coincidental that it always happens on touchy subjects? Subjects that the algorithm has been programmed to see as touchy, that can't determine if it's fake or real or authentic or any of that. It's not a coincidence. We've come to the understanding that this type of for lack of a better word, censorship exists in big tech right now. I think 10 years from now, we'll know it for sure. We'll look back and say, yeah, we used to jam the stream all the time. Jack-offs be talking, and then we just cut their bandwidth. That's not a violation of any, fucking anything, man. It's just what we do. Yeah. So anyway, so I have a website. You can contribute to this program if you care to do that. Scrolling all the way down to the bottom. And I got a tip jar and Patreon. Again, we're here on a daily basis. The best way to support is to join us like these fine people. The chat is always running to our far left. So if we're ever attacked and ever, it's not that we're ever attacked. I take that back. Well, I think it's important to see what the community is saying about this program. When a major social media platform says that something bad is being said on this platform, the evidence is in, look at the comments. Where are people being offended? They're enjoying the stream. Right? So where is your evidence that something nefarious is going on? There is none. So that's why I encourage you to put up your comments, be part of the show. Don't be a dick. That's not what I'm encouraging at all. Don't be a dick in the chat. Be part of the thing. Right? So bandwidth is being squeezed right now. Bandwidth on your width. Ban. I hit the refresh. So I got to tell everybody, refresh. This is what we deal with, right? Is it my end? No, it's not. It's not. It's what happens, right? It's what happens. So that was Thich Nhat Hanh. This is the my thumbnail today. The good Hunter Biden, the son of the now sitting president Joe Biden, and we'll look at his reasoning behind why he is not. He doesn't want to pay child support. He doesn't have the money, man. You don't have the money, man. I got no money. Dad, president. I got no money. I got no money. The Queen lying in state. I just want to look at some of the pictures because we learned a little more that I didn't know. Right? You see why there's all guards all around the fucking Queen. Count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus they're all over the place, right? And people are getting shucked down while they walk in. Not so much because the Queen's body is so precious, but because of the fucking crown that's sitting on top of the coffin is priceless. It has, the stone, the giant fucking diamond that they stole from India, right on the top. It's got a giant ruby in there. These are the most elite gemstones, most valuable gemstones, historical gemstones in the world sit in the crown on top of Queen Elizabeth's dead head. I don't know what they do with the crown now. Maybe they redesign it into the king's hat. I don't know. But anyway, man. What other images? These are the images. People walking around the coffin in England. Lining up to get in, to get a glimpse of the dead queen. They're told not to stop. You're allowed to walk in, circle the queen, and walk the fuck out. So England mourning, still mourning. We'll watch. There's going to be more. The burial, the finally dropping her into the ground, and that's it. And that's when the real mourning starts. When the queen is really gone forever, right? And you got nothing but the king. Really, really horrible fucking video I'm going to play right now. Really, really horrible. Look, mental illness in this country is evident and rampant and real. And this is the story of a kid who finds himself in a bad place. And he's driving around and he calls the police to help him solve his mental fucking dilemma. He's hallucinating. Something's wrong. So he calls 911 and the police show up and they ultimately kill him. Watch this shit, right? Watch the video, right? So here they are.
Keep your windows down because we're here to help you.
He's on the side of the road. He called 911 to help him get out of a bad situation. And what did the police do? Show up already, roll the windows down because we're here to help you. Already the aggression. Already engaging violence. Why? The guy didn't do anything wrong. There's no crime here. No crime. A guy calls 911, says, help me, I'm in trouble. And the police show up to help him. And what do they do?
How about you step out of the vehicle? Step out of the car.
Guns drawn.
Edward.
Gun. The guy's got his fucking gun in his hand. Why?
Queen 676. And this is going to be a property damage crash.
What's your name? Christian, I'm Tim. Dude, we need you
Hold on a second.
to step out to figure out what's going on, okay?
So he's making nice, and the kid is scared, right? No, dude.
Dude, we're not going
Hey.
to shoot you, but we need you to come here. Got the knife.
And now, like, so first of all, he called in to 911, and he said he had a knife and a couple of rubber mallets in the car, and he would gladly throw them out the window when the police got there. But the police never did that. Instead, they broke the fucking windows down, scaring a paranoid schizophrenic guy out of his mind.
Knife.
Buddy.
Watch out. Watch crossfire. Watch crossfire. Trooper on me. On me.
He told you he's paranoid. Why are the police invading the car? Why are they doing
On me.
this?
Drop that knife. The knife!
Drop the knife, pointing guns.
It's in the hand, Chief. Impact!
Who they're shooting at him. They're shooting beanbag rounds at him. Why are you fucking with this kid? He didn't do anything wrong. The proper response is to walk away, cops. Walk away. Walk away. Just hang out a fucking half a mile away and wait for him to call 911 again. And or call him on the phone. Call him on the phone and talk to the guy. Shoot. They're going to shoot him. They're going to kill him. Here we go. Law enforcement in America.
Don't do it, Christian! Don't do it! Drop the knife! Drop the knife! Drop that knife! Someone tase him! Someone tase him! You got it. You still got it.
So shoot him with beanbags, tase him. All right. He called 911 for help, and this is what the police are trained to do. On the roof.
Randy, you got that door held shut?
Shooting. Those are real shots. Shooting him dead. Unloading the gun on him because the cop is trying to get in the car and pull him out. And he's got a knife in his hand because he's scared shit.
He went for you, Williams, right? He's slitting his throat.
No! Go get my medical bag out of the kit!
So now the kid's got 6 bullets in him. He's going to die.
Drop it, Christian!
Oh my God. What do we do?
What did we do? The cop said. You fucked up, man. You fucked up. Right? What a tragedy, right? You know, you think about mental illness, and what did the kid do, man? Police, wake the fuck up, wake up. Police officers all around the world, watch the video. This is not how you handle a distressed person who has committed no crimes whatsoever. Right? No crime. What was his crime? Reaching out for help, and he got executed, murdered, homicide, cause of death, homicide. So anyway, NYPD cop can't be fired for not having COVID vaccine, judge rules. Now this is good news. This is good news. An NYPD cop who sued over the city's COVID vaccine mandate can't be fired for not having the jab, according to a new precedent-setting ruling that could help nearly 24 police officers who filed similar cases. It could help a lot more than just the cops. So this is the ruling. A Manhattan judge said Officer Alexander Delito, 43 years old, should be allowed to keep his job, noting in a Tuesday ruling that the city gave the Brooklyn cop no explanation for why it rejected his religious exemption application. So, cop says, I'm not getting no vaccines against my religion. And NYPD says, well, you're fired. Or he was fired. And then he got a stay by a judge to keep his job until a ruling was made. All right? Now, this has happened not just in NYPD. Many, many people in New York City lost their employment for refusing to get a jab, a vaccine injected 3 and 4 and 10 of them. I don't know how many they were pushing for. And they said, no, it's against my religion, right? As a religious person in America who has a right to, a right to choose his own religion. Whatever that means. Some people will view that as a scapegoat. Oh, you're just saying it. You're just saying, it's against your religion because you don't want to get the COVID-19 jab because you think it's poison or some other thing, right? But who are we to challenge? Who are we to question someone else's religious motives? Religion, right? Isn't religion? What if a guy says, this is my God, right? The shell with the universe on it that I keep on my desk. This is my God, and my God says, it's against my religion. Who are we to say that guy is any stranger than someone else, worshiping the fucking infinite universe or worshiping the prophet Isaiah or Muhammad or Jesus. Who are we to say? We're not. We have no position in that. Freedom of religion. Freedom to choose, right? So keep your fucking needles away from me and we'll be okay. It's against my religion. So cop won his case. So if you're out there, I know Weevil Girl had a similar problem. You could, I know you're in a different state, but this precedent is going to start to echo throughout the country. A lot of people got canned because of because of the vaccine push and the whatever. So good job, Judge. What's the judge's name? Judge, according to NYPD representing it's a precedent-setting case. What is the judge's name? A judge. We don't even know who the judge is. So there's the cop. There's the cop. Congratulations, cop. Congratulations, Delito. A 9-year veteran of the force, 88th precinct in Clinton Hill, Brooklyn. So that's a good thing, man. Good thing for not so much for the police department, but definitely for the people who got canned. So here's an amazing story. We'll talk about Ron DeSantis in 1 minute. I just want to see how the market opens. It's 9:32, ding, 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 and we're open. Everything down. Dow down 58, NASDAQ down 75, down. Apple down 64 cents. Amazon down 84 cents. Google down 86 cents. Red open. Microsoft down 2.8. Rivian up, or down right now 25 cents, but up to 39 a share. That's pretty good. Tesla 301, 64 cents down, all red. Everything is red right now. A red morning. Even the war stocks, Lockheed Martin down $3.61 to 413. Raytheon, right? These are the people that bring you, or Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, the military, the fucking pharmaceutical companies that bring you the holy vaccine, right? Oh, by Johnson & Johnson. Brings you the holy vaccine. It is holy, right? Vaccine. It saves you from severe illness and death. Right? It's wonderful. Right? It's good. It feels good when you get shot 4 times, 5 times. Hey, fuck it. Get shot 6 times. Who cares? It's your body. Right? You better get it. Or we're taking away your job. You don't really get it. You didn't get it. It means you're conspiratorial. You're on the right. There's something. Why didn't you get your jab? Are you one of those people who thinks it's fake? Or doesn't want it? Or are you religious? Is it your religion to not get a vaccine? Those guys, right? Johnson & Johnson, Moderna. So the markets are red. I don't even want to look at it. Let's talk about Ron DeSantis, right? This is beautiful. Ron DeSantis ships 2 planes of migrants to Martha's Vineyard. You don't know where Martha's Vineyard is. Martha's Vineyard is a wonderful fucking vacation spot up on the coast of Massachusetts. It sits out in the ocean. It's an island. And it's beautiful and very elite. And Barack Obama, $58 million home. So Florida Governor Ron DeSantis sent 2 full planes of migrants to Martha's Vineyard on Wednesday, making good on his promise to ship off illegal migrants to progressive states. I thought we were one America. There's progressive states. There's conservative states. There's liberal, right? We're all cut and dice, slice and dice the fucking states into political agenda. And if you don't have a political agenda or a political affiliation, don't worry, we'll assign you one. If we say Trump is bad and you say, why is Trump bad? That means you're for Trump. We've categorized you as a Trump supporter. No, I asked you a question. You say Trump is the devil. and he's, all these bad things, but you can't tell me what he did that's so bad. You can't tell me. I'm telling you what's bad about, Trump and Joe Biden, but you can only see the things that I might say that is bad about Trump, but you refuse to look at what's bad about your guy. You're the problem. I'm not the problem. By me speaking about subjects of a controversial matter, it doesn't make me the bad guy. It makes you bad because you can't hear it. You're oh, fucking, don't play this shit. I can't listen to it. Oh my God, he's talking about the vaccine. Oh my God, he's talking about Joe Biden. Oh, Trump. Oh, the insurgent. Orange monster. Oh, that's what's going on in their mind. Relax. Not allowed, motherfucker. A spokesperson for the Republican governor confirmed in a statement to the outlet that the flights were part of the state's relocation program to transport illegal immigrants to sanctuary destinations. States like Massachusetts, New York, and California will better facilitate the care of these individuals who they have invited into our country by incentivizing illegal immigration through their designations as sanctuary cities and support for Biden administration's open door policy. Right? That's one of the governor's spokesperson down in Florida says it. So why are you sending here? We don't agree with these policies. We think they're wrong. Send the people to the states that agree on the policy and are willing to take them because they said they will. We're a sanctuary city. Great. Put the fucking everybody that crosses the border and send them to the sanctuary state. And that's what you'll get. Now, here's my prediction on this, right? The few people that landed, two plane loads of Venezuelan people, these people are probably the nicest people in the world. I'm not bashing them because they're illegal or they're from Venezuela. They're probably wonderful people, right? Hardworking, ready to work. But this is Martha's Vineyard, if you're not familiar. It's an island off the coast of Massachusetts. Beautiful homes, Victorian homes, expensive. Look at this, boats with American flags. Isn't that racist? There you go. American flags are racist today. Says Black Lives Matter. What else? Here they are piling into a church, right? All from Venezuela. Dressed in designer wear. Hi, man, we're here. I don't know where the fuck we are, man, but we're here, and we're from Venezuela, and we don't speak a lick of English, and we want to work. We want to work. We want to sign up. Where do we sign up to be Americans? Let me in. Let's play some kickball. Let's play some kickball while we're waiting for our citizenship. So that's Martha's Vineyard, and what's going to happen, I would suspect, is that Martha's Vineyard is going to give all of these people wonderful little jobs, mowing lawns and raking leaves, and they're going to be the poster children for immigration in America, right? And then everybody who crosses the Rio Grande and swims across the fucking Rio Grande is going to want to get on the plane to Martha's Vineyard. When they ask, where do you want to go? They say, Martha's Vineyard. So kudos to the immigrants that jumped for a better life, right? This guy was sucking his ass in Venezuela, right? He was getting all that free gas and free food and all that stuff was choking him, man. He wants to come to America where you got to fucking bust your ass for it. Right? No handouts. Or maybe there are, right? So, interesting story with Ron DeSantis. Do you like him? Do you hate him? Do you think he did the right thing, unloading all the immigrants sent to him, dumping them in a progressive state? I don't know. I think it is politics, but I mean, he's the governor of Florida. He says, "No, we can't take all this shit. We stop child, right? 4-year-old love child." I apologize. There's nothing I could do about Buffy. Buffy is on the prowl. And I already told you what Buffy is. So this is Hunter Biden's love child to a hooker from Texas. No shame in what you do for a living, but this is his child. DNA confirms it. And Hunter Biden refuses to see the child, has never seen the child, and claims that, well, I'm not going to tell you what he claims. Let's read it. Hunter Biden is trying to get his child support payments for his 4-year-old love child lowered by claiming a substantial change of his financial circumstances, according to court documents. President Biden's son, 52, has asked an Arkansas judge to recalculate the child support payment he makes to Ludden Roberts, 31, the mother of the daughter he's never met. Right? Hunter cites a substantial material change in his financial circumstances. Bull fucking shit. What is it? It wasn't immediately clear what the change in Hunter's income was. Doesn't matter. It doesn't. You're telling me you can't scrape together a couple of $100, right? Maybe it's an exorbitant amount, but it shouldn't stop Dada. Right? They'll have the Hunter Biden relief fund. They'll create Joe Biden. They'll create Hunter Biden Relief Fund. Hunter Biden is under attack by the dirty conservatives, and there that something is wrong, right? But Hunter Biden, there's no problem here with the way. I almost want to say the way, family values are on display. Hunter Biden, quid pro quo, Hunter Biden working in foreign nations, not knowing what the fuck he's doing, goes there, drinks their vodka, snorts their cocaine, bangs their hookers, and takes their $600,000 and gives half to his daddy to give them a favor. Right? That's the essence of the story. Hunter Biden is a nobody. All he has to offer is the way in which our democracy at the top works, which is pay the politician and get your favor. And Joe Biden and his son were caught doing that. It's in the fucking court record. New York Post exposed it, but now it's in Congress. You could see the laptop. Hunter Biden's laptop is in evidence in Congress, right? And you could see it if you want. And in it, there's clear and convincing evidence of quid pro quo, right? And the suppression of that information was epic. If you talked about Hunter Biden during the election, you were labeled a what? A Russian spy. It's Russian propaganda. Shut him down. Real. That's real in America. That's real. We don't call it election fraud. We don't call it election rigging. We call it outmaneuvering. We're Democrats. This is what we do. We outmaneuvered our opponent. We took our worst fucking deficit, this guy, Hunter Biden, and we turned it into an asset and blamed Russia for it. Right? The story is fake. It's Russia. That's what they said about it. That's what mainstream media told you about it. That's what, not even mainstream media, but people like the Young Turks and fucking, a lot of other internet idiots said that Russia hacked the election and that Russia was behind all of our problems, that Russia caused inflation, that Russia caused gas prices to spike. Right? That's what they said Hunter Biden was, the story of Hunter Biden and his laptop. It was Russian propaganda. It's all true. It's all real. And it was all highly suppressed right from the top. So congratulations, Hunter Biden, on not paying your child support. Deadbeat dad. What else we got here? So Facebook spied on you, right? On your private messages for anyone who questioned the 2020 election. Right? That's illegal to do here on YouTube. YouTube has a rule that says you're not allowed to question the 2020 really happening in our country. Is this really YouTube, are you really allowing this to happen? Buffy, I'm talking to you. It's not real. It's not a valid reason to silence someone for discussing their own health in terms of what types of injections they will allow into their body or the integrity of their democracy. That's not bad. These are the strengths that make us a great nation. But nonetheless, Facebook spied on private messages of Americans who questioned the 2020 election. That is a real story. So Facebook has been spying on the private messages and data of American users and reporting them to the FBI if they express anti-government or anti-authority sentiment. What does that mean, anti-government? What does that mean? Joe Biden's a jackass. I think he's stupid. I think he's senile. Is that anti-government? Joe Biden is pushing a fucking government? No. How is it anti-government? But that's what they're doing, right? I don't think the election was right. I think there's something wrong there. Can we have a look? You are anti-government. Punish you. You're a terrorist. You're a fucking domestic terrorist. You showed up to Washington, D.C. to protest election integrity in America, and some people stormed into the gates and you followed them, and there you are peaceably standing in Congress. You are a fucking domestic terrorist, insurgent. Oh, my God, throw them in jail. But when you walk the streets of downtown New York City, smashing every window in sight, screaming at the top of your lungs, fuck the system, fuck the government, that's okay. That's peaceful protest. Peaceful protest. What do we want? Justice. So it's really, really bizarre. So what else about this? So under the FBI collaboration operation, some at Facebook red flagged these supposedly subversive private messages over the past 19 months and transmitted them in redacted form to the domestic terrorism operation. Operational unit of the FBI. So if you're having a private conversation with somebody on Facebook and you say, yeah, man, I don't believe in this fucking, I don't believe this government is getting away with what they're getting away with, man. It's bad, man. We can't even talk about elections anymore or vaccines or nothing. We're just supposed to sit here and take it all. You're being investigated for domestic terrorism by the FBI. Violation of your civil rights, protection under the First Amendment, the right to free speech, and speak openly, right to privacy. It was done outside the legal process. So no doubt, Facebook guilty. Guilty as charged. Take a last look at the market and I'll let you guys go. Everything turned green a little bit. NASDAQ just turned green. The Dow is up 71 and the S&P is up 5. Rivian, there was some news about the Biden administration releasing a couple of $1 billion to, I don't know what the story was, but Rivian is taking a bump up about battery-operated vehicles. If you're working in the realm of battery-operated vehicles, you got some free money. So anyway, be careful what you say and what you do. And, if I disappear someday, if I am not here, I'm somewhere, I guess. So anyway, man, thank you all for joining me. And let's try to find some wisdom from Thich Nhat Hanh.
And that is why there must be a strategy of consumption to protect ourselves, to protect our family and our nation. They are trying to sell their products in order to get more money. But you have to be careful. You have to refrain from buying and consuming the products that bring into us many toxins like fear, anger, despair, and so on. And that is the second source of nutriment. You have to be very careful for our health and for public health. School teachers, parents, congressmen, senators, members of the city council, they have to reflect on this in order to protect us, protect the people in our city. Nutriments called consciousness. But if we do not protect ourselves, we will be producing that kind of energy. The third kind of nutriment is called volition. The will to act.